welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be what I call nurse chat. Nurse chat is something new to my channel. This is going to be where you know how Instagram they have the little thing in the IG stories where they ask me a question. Well, I decided to take some of the questions that I'm asked in that little forum and turn them into videos. I'm turning them into videos because sometimes people ask me really good questions and it's kind of hard for me to answer them you know, within 1 or 2 or 3 slides on Instagram. So instead of me flooding my Instagram with a response, I'm gonna elaborate in the video. So this is not to deter you from asking me the questions on Instagram, because some of these questions I can answer really quick, and even these longer ones I'll answer really quick. Some of them I'll just turn into videos. So if this is something you think you'll be interested in, make sure you continue to watch the video.
Dress up, it's all done and I'm about to go out. So smoking in the room that I can't.
You are not following me already on Instagram, which I know some of y'all not, because I got like 4,000 subscribers on YouTube and only like 1,000 followers on Instagram. Some of the other 3,000 of y'all in counting. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube name, Christen Renae, and ask me some questions so that I can make videos about them. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. So the first question, today's video is going to be on a question that one girl asked me. And she's asked me this question more than once, but I was kind of scared to answer it, where it requires me to be a little bit transparent. And you know, in some things it don't have certain feelings that it was kind of hard for me to deal with at the time, but I think now I'm in a place where I can be a little bit open about it, or a lot more open about it, because I'm actually finished with nursing school. So her question is, how do you get through nursing school when the only support you have is yourself? I wanted to ask, what does she mean by support? Does she mean financial support, mental support, or what? Because during nursing school, you need both kind of support. She's asked me this. Hello. I'm trying to record a YouTube video. What's up, Mom? Going through nursing school for me was a challenge, not really education wise. It was more, I mean, you all know that I had my issues with failing classes and failing tests, because I've been a little bit or a lot transparent, so y'all think, but so much stuff went on behind the scenes that I really did not share. Some of the stuff, like the basics, y'all know. You know, I moved out of my apartment to move back in with my mom so that I could pay for school out of pocket. Y'all know that I'm a single mom of 3 kids. So you all know like the gist of it. But anybody who know a single mom knows that just raising kids alone as a single mom is hard AF. Imagine trying to raise your kids and go back to school. So that made it 10 times harder, because going to school is hard for somebody regular, let alone somebody who have all these responsibilities that I had, such as 3 kids and a little kid that was in diapers, not potty trained, going to daycare. It took a lot for me to get through school. I personally can say how to get through nursing school by yourself, with only the support you have is yourself, because I was blessed to have support of my family. My mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, my grandmas. Like, I was blessed to have family that supported me in this endeavor. But, you know, for the most part, it wasn't like I had somebody who was like, okay, babe, you go to school, I'm gonna pay all the bills. I was not that blessed to have someone like that in my life. I was able to move back at home with my mom, and all 3, me and my kids, so 4 of us, were in one room, and we had to use the bathroom that other people use. So we only had one room to ourselves. So we had one queen size bed, and we all had to, you know, just make it do what it do for that year and 9 months that I was at home with my mom. But on Instagram, I shared a couple photos that I took, you know, over the course of the time. I took a picture of like my storage unit. I took a picture of, you know, the Bible that I read. And the one that made a lot of people comment was the one of me donating plasma. And you know, it was kind of, I took the picture because I knew I was going to share it, but I didn't, when it got time to me to share it, I kind of didn't want to share it because, as I stated earlier, I only got like 1,000 people that's following me on Instagram, and the bulk of those people that follow me and actually interact with me are people that I know in real life, like real people I went to school with, real people I see on the street every day. So, you know, I was kind of like, damn, I don't know if I want to put this out there because I don't want people looking at me shady. Like, this girl was out here, you know, she say she an LPN and she talk about all this money, or they talk about how nurses make all this money, but here she is donating plasma. So I was like, damn, they won't have me the topic of conversation in the group chat, okay? And I know how group chats go because I got a few. But you know, after sis asked me this question, you know, several times, I decided to be transparent and let her know that it was not easy and I had to get creative. So I shared the picture of me donating plasma. I was ashamed going to that plasma center. Like, y'all don't understand. I used to like ride around the parking lot like twice to see if I could see anybody's car that I knew, because I didn't want people to see me in there donating plasma. And like, I would be praying that I could hurry up and get out of the plasma. And I'm going like this because if anybody donated blood, you know, they give you like a little ball to squeeze. And you could pump like that and it'll pump your blood out because you're pulsating. So I used to be in that bitch like squeezing so I could hurry up and do my little donation, get my money and go. Honey, I was so embarrassed. So I was like, but at the end of the day, I needed that money to buy food. Like, I needed that money to feed my kids, or I needed that money to put gas in my car because I used to have to go to school 2 days a week for my lectures. So for pharmacology and med surg, I took those together. I used to have to go to school for pharmacology and med surg, the lecture, plus I had to go over there for the lab. Then on top of that, I had to go over there for a clinical. So that is 4 days out of the week I had to go to school. So 4 days out of 7 days I was commuting 45 to an hour and a half away from my house. I could only work 2 days a week, so I would try to work 12 to 16 hours on Saturday and Sunday to keep money in my pocket. And y'all gotta keep in mind that I had to still pay $4,000 every 3 months for tuition. I still had a car payment, insurance, help out at my mom's house with the bills that she told me I needed to pay, and gas, like, you know, and the upkeep, oil changes, all of those things I still had to pay out of my pocket. Money was tight. So I had to be in the point where I had to stop being embarrassed. Like, I was at that plasma clinic 2 times a week, every single week for like 3 months. Like, you would get $50 for the first donation and you would get $70 for the second donation. So that was $120 extra dollars in my pocket. I had to do what I had to do. And when I showed the Bible because praying was more of like the mental comfort I used to get. I knew that I wanted to finish school. I knew why I was doing this. I was doing this to get a better life for my children. I was doing this because I didn't like the life that I was living at this point. I knew that I could be more, that I had potential to be greater. So it was a temporary sacrifice. The bigger the dream, the bigger the sacrifice. Point blank, period. Because life is going to throw curveballs at you. Unexpected things are going to happen. But you're going to have to stay the course. Don't ever feel like you need someone or you need some kind of magic wand that's gonna help you get to your goal. So what if your friends don't understand what you're going through? So what if your parents don't agree with the choices that you're making? If you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a boo thing that don't support you, those are not the people that you need. So do not focus all your energy into who is not supporting you. Focus all of that energy into what you need to be getting done. You should be so deep into your books, so deep into your bag, so deep into what you got going on that you don't even notice who is watching you. And I talk a lot about mindset because I feel like the key to unlocking what you want starts in your mind. Once you believe you can, you will. Once you believe that you can make it through nursing school, you will look up and you will have made it through nursing school. That is just something that I cannot stress to you that much about. So I'm going to tell you that almost every video that I do about in the nurse chat is going to have to deal with our mental. Because your mind is half of the time what's holding you back. 80% of the time, what you're thinking is stopping you from accomplishing your goal. What you're thinking is stopping you from starting nursing school or starting that business or starting your weight loss journey. It all starts in your mind. Once you believe that you can do this, then you will do it. Because I was talking to a lady who was talking about failing the class, and she was like, I knew nursing school was going to be hard for me. Of course you knew nursing school was going to be hard for you, and this is why it's hard for you, because you knew it was going to be hard for you. You got to understand, babe, if you're watching this, I had to make this video because it was just so much on my heart. All you need is yourself to get through this. Yes, it is 100% a plus to have people in your corner supporting you, rooting you on, and I thank you to all my friends and my family who was there for me. But 98% of me going through nursing school, I was single. I ain't had no man holding me down, so I can't really say, how it is to battle to go through with a relationship. But all I can say is if the person you're with do not want you to be better, you don't need to be with that person. This is not directly to the person who asked me this question. This is just directly to anyone. If the person you are with does not support you bettering yourself, that is not the person you need to be with. I'm not going to tell anyone to ever leave their man or their woman or their partner, but I'm going to tell you that if the person you're with does not support you, you don't need to be with them, because anybody, your friends, your family, your lovers, anyone that you associate yourself with does not want you to be the highest level of yourself is not really a person that love and care for you. So you need to get rid of them and surround yourself by people who are like-minded. Because everybody at school is trying to better themselves too. So you need to get with you someone, maybe one or two friends, and meet up and y'all become each other's support system, because nobody understands what y'all going through like y'all. Get with somebody who know exactly what you're going through, because they're going through it too, and y'all be the support for each other. Y'all call each other every morning and be like, girl, did you do 10 questions last night? Because I did 10. Oh, she be like, oh, I did 13. So now she pushing you till tomorrow. Make sure you have 15 questions done. Get you somebody that you can pray with. When you pray with someone, that just magnifies the goal. Two or more are together, I'm in the presence. That's in the Bible. That is the scripture, okay? It's the word. When two or more agree, he's in the presence. So when you and your friend pray that y'all are going to pass that test, it's already done. Walk into the test knowing that you are going to pass. When it comes to financial support, you got to get creative. Mine was selling my shit and going to get donate plasma. Yours might be selling your clothes, starting your own YouTube channel, that's an income. Selling something on the internet, I don't know what it is you're good at, doing hair, babysitting, whatever it is to generate more income, that's what you're going to have to do. And just be encouraged. Watch my videos. That's the best thing that I can tell you all for how to get through nursing school when the only support is yourself. You will be surprised at how strong you really are when the only choice you have is to be strong.